Hello. I had showed Bella's clothes that I had bought, and one of the viewers had asked me, did I have Bella some shoes? And I couldn't find them at that moment. There's her little hair ribbon. It's a little teddy bear. These are clothes I have made for her that I'm going to show now, along with the little shoes that I have bought her. She wears them when it snows because of her hair. The snow gets matted up in her hair and up her little feet. The clothes I make her Velcros across here, across the throat, has plenty of room. It's not tight. As you can tell, the little ribbon has frozen on it. It also has a place to hook her leash when I take her out. You can see it's very stout. I can pick her up by it. It doesn't pull against her throat. Because she does not wear a collar, I do not hook her leash in a collar, because her breed of dog had larynx is very vulnerable, and so any pullman could cause trouble with her throat. First, I want to show the little shoes that I bought for her. Now, I bought these. We have a thrift store, and where I live, and that's where I bought these from. I thought they were adorable. They have Velcro that goes around, undone. Then you can unzip it to make it easy to put on. And there's the little tongue. Little tongue is kind of wore, but it's very flimsy, the little tongue. But that's so you don't zip up her hair in the zipper. And they zip really easy. And they go on very easy. Have a hard little sole. And she loves wearing her little shoes. They have fur around the top, and they have a little bone on the side. Of course, she has 4 of them. And this is for her in the wintertime. I'm not sure what the size is, but I'm pretty sure it's a small. And this is vinyl, but it has a very good rubber sole. So, this is the next little dress I made her. Like I said, it's Velcro around the waist, around the neck. It's very stout. So, there's that one. It's got some ruffles. The next one, these I made for her in the summertime so she wouldn't get so hot. And I put a leash, and they're all Velcro, and they're like this. Now, how I made this. You measure around the neck of your dog. You measure from here to here on their back. Then you measure around their body part. And that's how you make the pattern. They're just simple, easy to make, but I enjoy making them. Now, the longer dresses, I did add uh, I bought a ruffle tool, and I like the ruffles. This little one has frozen on the ribbon too. Now the ribbons I bought at dollar store, or I found some down at the thrift store, and I just sewed them on. And once again, it has a ring. And they are stout, as you've seen. I can pick her up by the... Now this little dress, I added to ruffle, and I put this underneath to make it poof out. I tuck through the mesh and made a little ribbon, a flower-like, and then I put a button that was yellow, orange, and black to match the dress, because the dress has orange, yellow, and black in it. This little dress has this on it. Now I went back and put this on later, and then it has the buttons, and it has this little ribbon with a little heart symbol on it, and it has these little sets on the ribbon. Then I made her this little dress. It's frozen, it's all off, and I put ruffles. Now this next dress, this was a top that I had, but it was too tight. And so I took the voice part that had this on my top, cut it down, and made her a little dress. And I thought it turned out just so darling, and it gave her all that sparkle. So there's that dress. Now this little dress, the thing about this little dress, it can be wore this way with the thing, or you can turn it. I made it where you can turn it and wear it this way. Now this way, as you can see, it has the green pleats in it. So you're still getting some of that green material. So there's that one. And here's how it looks on the other side, and it's green up here where it's just solid this way. Now this little dress is her Valentine's dress. It's got the hearts, got the lace, and it now her little button, the little fairy had hair, but the hair just hooked on and it come off, so her little girl lost her hair, and it's a fairy. And I couldn't find it to snap it back on. This little dress I think is so cute. Once again, it can be worn like this. And I like the big ribbons. And then it's got this, but it's the Mickey Mouse, and the polka dots I thought went so good with the Mickey. Well, actually it's Minnie. So I thought that just went so good together. The next little dress is like this. Now this here bottom was made out of a handkerchief I got at the Dollar Tree. And I just made it into this. And then these cute little buttons. And then the harness. Now, this dress also can be worn both ways. So, but that's just too plain. I think it's just too plain. This one, just a plain little dress, but the material I thought was so cute. And, of course, it has the harness. And all of these fits her perfect. And they're small. This one, I think, is just darling. I put the mesh underneath it. The only problem with the mesh is that over time, it will crinkle and wad up after so many washings. And then it has the big red bow. I like bright colors on her because she is white. Now this I had a hard time. I put a collar. This was my first collar I ever did, but I just thought this material was so cute with all the little dots. And of course, and it's got a short wrinkle, short ruffle. Not a wrinkle. Yeah, it's got wrinkles, but that's not what I was talking about. It's got a short ruffle and then a longer ruffle. But now this one is camouflaged. She had to have a camouflaged little dress. And it's got the big giant ribbon. It has the, when she's got the harness, her leash on, it goes in between the ribbons. So the ribbons don't interfere. And then here's this one. I thought it turned out darling. I put this lace on it. Now the lace is double. I put a double lace, a ruffle here, a big ribbon. There's the, and that these are buttons, and so I just sew them on, and then it has, and it's on very, very tight. The next one is Mario. It has no ruffle. I think because I want it more playful. And it's got Yoshi, Luigi, and Mario. Yes, my son loved Mario Kart. Now, this one, my sister gave me a bunch of material, and this was in it. And that, is, of course, has the big white ribbon, and it has a double ruffle. It has the shorter ruffle and then the longer ruffle. And that makes it poof out more. I really like this material. It's her Christmas. It says Merry Christmas, Season's Greetings, Noel, Joy. And it is like this with this. But also it can be worn like this. So it can be worn two different ways. Now this one, this was a curtain. And as soon as I saw the curtain, I recognized the little boy and girl on this curtain. And if you are my age, you remember in school, you was learned to read out of a Dick and Jane storybook. And that's what these are. Dick and Jane storybook. And I used a striped material. This curtain was this way and had the stripes down up at the top and had this down. So I took it apart, put the stripes and this material in between it. And yeah, it's Dick and Jane. And quick as I saw it, I knew what I was going to do with it. Now, a lot of this material, like I said, was my sister had given it to me. She was moving, and so she let me go through her material stash. So here, once again, here's another one. And it has a dragonfly. And I thought that dragonfly was just so pretty. It sparkles. And I use a lot of white ribbons because they'll go with any color. Here's another pretty little dress, and I just love this material. And once again, I made the double ruffle, put a big red bow on it, and then this really looks good on her because it's red. And she wears little red ribbons. Now, this was an iron-on. And as soon as I saw it, I knew it would go with this material. The material has Route 66 and has a car. But look at the iron-on. I knew that would go. And then her little tag says, strong and courageous on her little tag. But I knew this would just go so good with this material since it has cars on it. Then this one is a cute one. It was a fun one to make. And she can wear this two different ways. This is Kool-Aid. It has the Kool-Aid and the tag. Here's the bottom. But when you turn it, it looks like this. It looks like this. And the tag here has the Kool-Aid on it. But this is how it looks on this side. I got two more after this. This one, you can tell I like her in red because I have a lot of reds. Once again with the big red ribbon. And I like stripes. No, one more. This is an old material. I can't remember if it was a curtain or a tablecloth. But that's how it looks in the back. Here's the front. Once again, big red ribbon. Has the thing. It's hooked. And when I sew these, I don't know if you can see it, but I go around twice on top and on the bottom. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe like that. I go around it twice, all the way around it, so it'll make it stop. So that is Bella's clothes. She's like, watching me. So I thank you for stopping by, and I wanted to show her shoes because, like I said, someone had asked when I showed in her bottom clothes, did she have shoes? So I wanted to show those. Yes, she has shoes. Excuse me. So I thank you. If you like the contents of my videos, please share, subscribe, and like. And I've got some Temu hauls that are coming. It's got clothes for her. You know how my Temu hauls are. They're all over the place. I have some diamond paintings. I have, I think, clothes, shoes. I just have household goods. I think I do. It's hard to remember because you know how you'll have stuff in your cart and it go out of stock and you'll lose it and you think, oh, well, I missed out, but then they put it back in. So it's hard to keep up. But I know there's a lot of things coming. So, you okay? You okay? You okay, baby? You okay? You want to say hi? You want to say hi? You want to say hi to everybody? You want to say hi? You have everyone have a good night. I'll see you as soon as my Temu gets here. Have a good night. God bless each and every one of you. This channel would not be going if it wasn't for any of you. So I thank everyone that watches my video. And I just enjoy reading the comments. You guys have been so sweet and just so nice. So I thank each and every one of you. Like I said, God bless until I see you again. Bye-bye.